The fire of devotion, Sati, and the birth of sacred power. King Daksha was a glorious ruler, but his pride grew as large as his kingdom. He decided to host a massive Yajna, a sacred fire ritual, inviting every deity and sage in the cosmos. In his vanity, he wanted to be hailed as the greatest of all. Daksha had a beloved daughter named Sati, who had chosen to marry Lord Shiva, the ascetic, the one who lived far from palaces on Mount Kailash. Because Shiva was unconventional, Daksha saw him as unworthy. Daksha made a deliberate choice. He would invite everyone, except Sati and Shiva. Sati learned of the Yajna. "How can I, the daughter of the host, not attend my father's great ritual?" she asked Shiva. Shiva warned her, "Your father's heart is cold with disrespect. To go is to invite insult," but Sati's devotion to her father's home was too strong. She had to go. When Sati arrived, she saw the empty space left for Shiva. Daksha greeted her coldly, filling his words with mocking insults aimed directly at her husband. The pride Sati had felt for her father turned to searing shame. She realized her father's pride was greater than his love. Sati knew she could not fight fire with fire, but she could fight insult with truth. "Since you have given me this body, and since this body has brought shame to my husband, I will destroy it." Focused by divine rage and devotion, Sati invoked her yogic power and stepped into the raging sacrificial flames. News reached Shiva like a physical blow. His grief shook the mountains. His rage threatened to unmake the universe. Tearing a lock of hair from his head, Shiva smashed it to the ground. From that piece of rage and power sprang the fierce warrior, Virabhadra. Virabhadra and his attendants descended upon the Yajna grounds. The celebrations instantly turned to chaos. The proud King Daksha was attacked, his head severed, and the sacred ritual was violently shattered, teaching all a brutal lesson about the consequences of disrespecting divine love. Shiva arrived amidst the destruction. Holding Sati's lifeless body, he was consumed by sorrow. He lifted her onto his shoulder and began the Rudra Tandava, the dance of cosmic grief, wandering across the entire land of India, unwilling to let his beloved go. Shiva's eternal grief threatened to disturb the cosmic order. Seeing this, Lord Vishnu, the preserver, knew he had to intervene. He followed Shiva, using his divine weapon, the Sudarshana chakra, to gently cut Sati's body into pieces, one by one. Where each piece of Sati's body fell upon the earth, a sacred shrine sprang up. These sites became known as the Shakti Peethas. They stand today across India, eternal symbols that true devotion can never be destroyed, but is instead transformed into sacred power.